click the button.
Does it matter
to get started?
I'm sorry. Does it matter that like I don't think I know much about Jasper's character like me in real life. Okay.
I don't. You probably Jorge probably doesn't know very much about Jasper's character either.
Okay.
Jasper.
And I don't know that much about Sarah, right? Just we shop at the same. We go to the same
probably.
place.
I mean that you guys can call, do whatever you want. This is your story. I don't even have a whole lot to do here other than set it up. But we are recording. Oh my God, it's Hunter. So I wrote a tiny little monologue thing. But if Serious Jest would like to tell us Jorge's supernatural story, that would actually be a better prologue. But if you don't feel like doing that, I did write this little thing. I can talk. Up to you.
Hold on. I'm sorry. I missed that last part. I'm having issues with my Bluetooth speaker. What was that?
If you want to open up the Hunter story with running a prologue of telling the story of Jorge's supernatural encounter, you can do that.
Shit.
Otherwise, I just wrote a little prologue I could read.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't ready for that. I mean,
I didn't even think of it until earlier today. If I had thought of it a couple of weeks ago, it would have been great.
Yeah, I mean, I right now I'm not because I don't. I have like the basics real fleshed out, but I haven't thought past that.
Okay, yeah, no worries then. I will read this one page I wrote, which isn't very good, but that's okay. I'm not a whole 100% vampire equivalent level of excited for this. So hopefully Hunter will grow on me. All right, so here we go. Here's our start. People do everything they can to make the best of their lives. They work jobs they hate so their children have a chance at something better. Humans are like that. They find what they need to protect their own. But people have no way to protect themselves from what's really out there. Supernatural exists. Monsters are real, and they're hiding in plain sight. Every day, these monsters strike out at humanity. They play with our emotions. They ravage us with tooth and claw. They haunt the world that they left behind. But humans are not totally without. Humanity's great power is its ability to adapt and survive. And that brings us to the hunters. A hunter is not just someone who knows the supernatural is real. No, a hunter is someone who has decided to fight back. Through sheer force of human will, a hunter's obsession to destroy the true monsters of the world is manifested. The hunter is driven to fight back, driven to bring war to the monster's doorsteps. They're driven to hunt and destroy the supernatural. Not in 100 years, not in 10 years, not even in a single year. The time is now. There must be a reckoning. Right now. The monsters are going to finish what they started. So, tonight, we open on a small, local occult shop in central El Paso. This is the symbol outside the door. But as you enter, it is referred to as a black pussy. And the Black Pussy is a very fun and energetic occult shop. And that's why Priscilla and Sarah like it so much here. The other two occult shops in town, one of them focuses mostly on the technical side of paranormal exploration. And that's called Ghosts and Stuff. And the other is very similar to Black Pussy in the fact that it specializes in the ancient religions and knowledge and workings of spirits and all these different, keeping all the different books and all this, but it's so much more stuffy, so much more specific, and that is the Arcane Mind. And the Arcane Mind has never been a very fun place, whereas Black Pussy has always been a very fun place. And the owner of Black Pussy is Miss Letitia Dillon. And she is just fun person to be around. Always very inviting. She's never pushing out anyone for their beliefs. Welcomes everyone of every religion. She sells a lot of old music vinyl. She sells Bibles from current current edition of Bibles. But this is also a place where you would go to find a 1700s Geneva Bible. So here we are. And we'll start with either Sarah or Priscilla, whoever wants to be here first.
Quick question. What was her name again? Sorry.
Oh, was what?
What was
The
her
owner's
name?
name.
Her name is Miss Letitia Dillon. You can call her Miss Letitia. You could call her Miss Dillon. You could call her Letty. It depends on what level of involvement you want to have.
Okay.
She has set you guys up over in the corner of her store, which has some old couches and some tables. And this is where Sarah used to play her Revenant when she was a teenager in high school.
Either one of us just goes on in.
Yeah.
Hey, Letitia. How you doing?
Oh, hey, darling. I think I got everything set up for your meeting.
Did anybody... Did she organize this for us, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. Who all is coming?
You let her know that you were bringing some people.
Okay. Then she would know that's something that I'll just find out when they get... Okay.
I think I'm going to order some pizza for you guys. You think that's a good idea?
Oh, yes, with garlic.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah. Just like the good old days, right?
You know it.
I'll give that a call in just a little bit. I'm going to make sure that you guys' friends show up and we know how many people we got to feed, that kind of stuff.
I think my character would be up next.
Okay. Yep. And Jordan arrives. First, we'll start with Sarah. Sarah, go ahead and give us a physical description, and then Jordan can follow suit.
Of my description of Jordan?
Oh, of Sarah.
Sarah is kind of a little thing. Very, wishes she was, she definitely went for the SPF 1000, so that way she wouldn't get too tan, and she would actually wear makeup that's lighter than what it usually is. But even though she's been on the goth kick since she was a teen, she can't really leave it. So there's always some aspect of black, dark lipstick, dark eye color, but without being too, without being overly too much, because she does have a professional life now too.
And Jordan comes in. The store is still open, by the way. It's about 7:30 or so in the evening, and it's about time she would be closing it around 8. She's not closing it. She's going to keep it open for you guys, but you're the only people in here.
Did I describe myself?
Yeah, give us a description, Jordan.
So Jordan's wearing a absolutely pristine white cowboy hat that covers his bald head, shaved bald. He's wearing worn jeans and cowboy boots, and he's wearing a black shirt that has the letter.
Can you guys hear him?
Oh, he's fading out.
Oh, 1 second.
It's kind of like
I
you're
can
back.
only hear him because he's right across from me, so I
One
always have
second.
him muted.
Okay. He was real strong, but then it started going away. Like, did he
Like
actually
he was
get up and
falling
walk
down a
away?
hole.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
So he's wearing a pristine white cowboy hat, cowboy
Fading
boots.
away again. It's weird. I don't know why.
I think I know what it is. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
All right.
White cowboy hats,
White cowboy boots, worn jeans, and a black T-shirt with lettering that says, "Odin is the All Father, not the Some Father," and All Father is in rainbow lettering. And he walks in and sees Jessica and sits down.
Sarah. He sees Sarah.
Yeah, sir. Sorry.
Yeah. We got some characters to get adjusted to. Who's joining us next?
All right. Priscilla walks in, but she is on her phone. It's facing her, and she's carrying it, talking to it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So she walks in. Hey guys, this is my favorite occult shop that I was talking to you about. This is where I get all of the awesome records and everything. And this, she turns it real quick to Letty, is Miss Letty. She is amazing.
Hi, y'all.
To come to her shop. All right, well, I'm going to meet some friends, so I'll catch y'all later. And then she walks up to where Sarah is. Hey, Sarah.
Hey girl, how you doing?
Good, how's it going?
Just ready to get this thing off. Just ready to get this under the way.
Yep.
How's the channel?
It's going good. Going good. I just have that one guy that, I don't know, it's kind of creeping me out, but, you always have at least one.
He
If
goes
it gets
by
too vocal,
the moniker Sable. Sable.
What is it?
He's going by the moniker Sable. I don't know why. He just told me that real quick. Your stalker.
S-A-B-L?
That's his online name is Sable.
Okay.
Jordan calls over and says, "If he ever gets, a little too close in person, give me a call."
Does Priscilla know Jordan?
I thought you two were.
Yeah, both of you
Yeah.
guys know him a little
Oh,
bit.
okay. All right.
He hangs out here a lot. I think all three of you hang out here quite a bit.
Oh. Okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, Jordan.
Okay. Do we have Jasper and Jorge coming in together or separate? Or is Jasper not even coming in person? I don't know what's going on.
Jasper was the one I wasn't sure.
I mean, Jasper will just send his bot. He'll probably be he'll be banging on the door. Just click, click, click.
Okay. That's what's next then. There's a banging on the front door. Well, not a banging, it's more a click. Something's bumping into it.
With that, Jordan is probably going to step up and take a look.
Okay. Go ahead and describe your public face, Jasper.
It looks like it looks like a black helicopter, a little black drone with four what do you call those things?
Propellers?
They rotate. Propellers, yes, strange word. It's a black drone, 4 propellers. It's got Archer written on the side, if you can see it, in spray painted gray silver letters.
That's what you see. It is knocking on the door.
Turn to everybody else and go like, anyone know what the hell this is about?
What is it?
It's a drone that wants in, apparently.
Oh, goodness.
Who invited him here? I can't remember.
This was, well, I mean, Jorge's the one that knows him. We'll have Jorge show up now, too. See, this is why Jorge doesn't know anything about Jasper. Because the one time you had a conversation with Jasper that wasn't online, instead it was this.
Drone that came into the art. So I show up with a drone?
No, the drone was already here. We were
Okay.
hoping that Jasper would actually come. Again, he did not. So you've still not seen him face to face.
All right, is this my first time at this occult shop?
That's up to you. You may have walked in the doors a couple times. You're probably not a regular. Or you may.
I mean,
you might be a regular from just the last few months. It's
Yes. Yeah, let's say because I picked up a point in occult because he's really gone out of his way. Jorge's trying to learn about this occult stuff, so
Yeah.
he's probably been here before. Okay. So Jorge shows up. He has he walks in. He has a very strong presence about him. When he walks into a room, it's almost like a spotlight. But it's in a genuine way. There may be narcissism about him, but he doesn't come off that way. He comes off as very like warm. His eyes are engaging. He looks around the room, looks at everybody in their eye and greets them, says hello. He is strikingly small, but his personality's big. He's about 5'3", 112 pounds, and like skinny, or you could tell he like eats healthy. Everything about him is meticulously put together. He wears very like they're definitely high-end clothes he's wearing, but they're understated. So it's a very good material, but he's not wearing anything flashy. It's everything is very well put together. He's well manicured. He just looks like he's very meticulous about everything. And he greets everybody in the room. Says hi.
And as you open the door, the drone comes in.
Yeah. I thought he was going to just teleport in there. I'm like,
So yeah, you go over to Miss Letty motions you over. Oh, you're here to join with them. They're all over in the corner in the couches.
So we'll say I probably know her because again I've gone out of my way to educate myself about occult as much as I could in the last.
How friendly did you become? Are you
With
still
Letty,
on official terms, or have you become friendly?
So Jorge's the kind of guy that he'll make friends fast. Like he'll
Okay, so you're on first names with her.
Right. Yeah, I'll call her Letty. And also even Jasper would, at first he may have, he may be disappointed that Jasper didn't show up in person, but he's not going to let on. He's going to act like Jasper. Nice to see you, everyone. Jasper, for those that don't know him. And he acts like Jasper is really there in person.
You named your drone Jasper.
oh, wait, no, that's our. Well, that's fine.
What's
Wait,
that?
is the drone talking?
Voice comes out of the drone. It has a speaker.
No, Arch. Oh, no.
I'm sorry.
okay?
The
That's not
public
my
responder-
drone.
The public
Jasper
responder was
is-
supposed to be Archer, and then he was. Oh well. Yeah, I'm Jasper. Nice to meet you all.
What do you want to be known as?
I'm confused.
Jasper or Archer? Pick one. That's your name.
Jasper, just Jasper. That's fine.
All right, Jasper
So-
it is.
The drone belongs to Jasper.
Yes, and Archer is just a unit.
Okay, and who's Jasper?
My
Like, are you?
character. It's because
Oh, I
with the thing, with
You're
the-
talking. You're talking in character.
Yeah, I am. Priscilla is. Yeah.
I know. I'm telling I'm telling Jimmy.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm Jasper. Archer is the model. It's just the model. It's just the name of this drone.
Priscilla's like making a weird
I'm
face.
confused. It's okay.
Are you like at home?
Yeah, but I live in
Are you like paralyzed? You can't leave your house?
We can go with that. That works. I can't leave my house, and I'm paralyzed with fear. So.
With
He's an
fear.
agoraphobe,
Well,
apparently.
well, no, like fear as in like what's out there, like all the hunter things. Just yeah.
You want to bump again? You want to bump back against the things that go bump in the night from a safe distance.
Yep, like a sniper rifle that I can steer, a sniper bullet that I can steer.
Huh.
All right then.
Can I interview you later for my YouTube channel? That's really interesting.
Sure, that works.
All right.
Oh, let's
Well,
see what's gonna let you guys.
I'm just gonna let you guys do your thing. I've got pizza that's gonna be on the way, and if you need me, I'll be over there. Have fun.
Jordan tips his hat at her as she leaves.
Yeah, and as she's walking away, she's like, "Oh my goodness, there's a drone in my store."
Thank you, Letty. Always so gracious.
Letty's the best.
So, how do we begin?
On a side note, what was the reason that we called this meeting? Like Lynn's asking.
You have put this meeting together because all of you you need to hunt. You need to hunt the supernatural. It's your new purpose. The supernatural is taking over the world, and the only way to stop that is to fight back and to do it now, immediately, now, not later.
Okay.
So, but it's also something that you can't really do on your own. You need a group.
Okay.
So you guys can tell your own story as to I kind of put you together, just improv your way into making it make sense.
So I take it everybody's here for the same reason. We saw something and we felt that it needed to be dealt with in the most efficient manner as possible.
Okay. So anyways, you guys are here about the video post on Ghost Board by New Kids, right?
That's that Duster guy, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
It's really weird that he has not said anything for 2 days.
Yeah, I was hoping we can kind of get to the bottom of this. And yeah, I'm not into doing things alone.
Same.
I'm just here to be the tip of the spear.
Can you guys elaborate a little more on this post for me? I mean, I'm not a big internet guy, but Jasper over here pretty much told me about this meeting, and he knows that I've dedicated my life to fighting this battle of good versus evil, and we're here with you like-minded people, but some of you seem to be more in the know than I am about what's going on this on the internet.
Jordan pulls up the video and shows him on his phone.
Should I read it again so that we have it on
Yeah,
recording?
let's do that. Yeah.
Okay. So he plays you the video. Hey, Dusters, I got some shit to talk about tonight. It's been 3 days. 3 days since that horrifying day of riots, now nationally known as the El Paso riots. And you know what? These riots, they've looked like anything but riots to anyone who knows what they're looking for. Riots started with bombings on a bank near the airport and a downtown hotel that's even been bombed before 20 years ago. So what does that mean? It was a fucking attack, right? But when the sun went down, the city went to chaos. People were screaming about monsters. There were deaths and injuries, people going to the hospitals, people dying in the streets, and all of them attacks on people's throats. Weird, right? But you know what the weirdest thing is? There was no talk about robberies. If this was a riot, the people in El Paso don't know how to do it right. Then the media got weird. The first reports mentioned attacks. They had interviews of people claiming to be chased by others that were trying to eat them. Some witnesses claimed monsters, and in fact, two interviewed witnesses on TV mentioned the word vampire. But yesterday, there was none of that shit. There was only talk of riots. They said we grouped as a city to take out District Attorney Rosalind Cifuentes after she let thousands of criminals out of jail. I mean, well, I wouldn't blame us if we did, but I never did hear any of that crap. No, and your boy Duster is up on all of the street talk. So yeah, during the night of the riots, there's been no reports of an actual attack on the district attorney or her offices. But the next day, they tell us her offices were destroyed and Cifuentes and most of her employees had been killed. Well, but to be honest, that makes me happy. But that wasn't the end of it. You know what people are seeing now? Men in fucking black. And they've been out in force. Been hundreds of references across the city and dozens of videos posted all over social media and Ghost Board. Most of them been seen at night, like not until the sun down. Yeah, that's right. Not until the fucking sun has gone down. Tell me that doesn't scream vampires. They're visiting everyone who claimed to see anything. That's all well and good, right? You got to investigate shit. But there are people missing now. The men in black visited him, and now they're missing. Disappeared. Bam. Just like that. 1 minute they're there, the next there are men in fucking black knocking on their door, and the next minute they're fucking gone. And you know what I think? Of course you do. You're thinking it too. Vampires. Motherfucking vampires. Yeah, I said it. And I think the government is covering it up. Killing anyone who saw too much, trying to keep us in the dark. The thing I don't know is the government trying to protect us from finding out that there's vampires and starting some real riots? Or is the government the vampires? They're trying to protect themselves from us. Blows your fucking mind, don't it? Well, your boy Duster is gonna find out. If you don't hear from me tomorrow, they silenced me. You'll know they silenced me. It's up to you to keep fighting. Don't let this shit end with me. And hey, if I'm back tomorrow, I'll share everything I learned. That's it.
Interesting.
And he hasn't said anything since.
But
It's been 2 days since
It's
then.
been 2 days.
Yeah.
Can I don't know how fast we want to get into this, but just out of curiosity, can I check in? Is there a way for me to get into his YouTube? That's what was the website that was?
Ghost Board.
Is there any way to get in there just to see if there's any like activity in his account? I mean, can I use the global access?
Yep. Well, let's see. You certainly can. What's the role for your global access?
I believe it's intelligence and technology, but let me just double check. Global access. Edge pool, intelligence plus technology.
Okay. What difficulty does it give you?
Let's see. By spending equivalent difficulty 4.
Okay. I really don't think this should be that difficult. We're going to give you difficulty of 3.
Okay. Intelligence plus technology. I failed.
You can spend a willpower on that if you want.
Yeah. I got
What
one.
did you do? You click the reroll button on the...
Sorry. Hold
You
on.
need to click the reroll button in your character sheet.
Oh, okay. I don't know how I still don't know this.
I don't either. Willpower reroll, and you click that button, and it'll ask you how many dice, and you can tell it 3.
Okay.
There you go.
Add 3 successes to your other 2, so that is 5. And by the way, let me cut in to tell you guys this. Whenever you roll a 0, it messes up the count, so you'll have to count it manually. So if we take a look at the fake roll that he made, it should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 2 more because of the critical. So it should be 11 successes. It counts every 0 as 3 successes, even if it only rolls 1 of them.
Interesting.
So if you roll any 0s in the roll, then you'll need to count it manually.
Oh, let me do let me mark the willpower thing before I forget.
So no, he has not logged in it at all. And he gets this, you get this information to tell them, at the time the video was over.
Yeah, there's I did get into his account and there's nothing. Like it's he uploaded it and that was it. He hasn't been on, he hasn't logged in. There's no like messages sent.
You also don't find any. He hasn't logged into Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Netflix or Hulu or Disney Plus or HBO Max. He hasn't logged into anything in 2 days.
Yeah, he hasn't. He's been completely quiet. His OnlyFans subscription, Instagram, Facebook, nothing. He doesn't exist. I mean, he might exist or not, but his online presence doesn't exist.
That's crazy. Well,
Well, maybe you should start with where he was when he made that post.
Is there any way?
his house? Can we find out where he lives?
Yep.
Let's go see if he's home. If you can get into his stuff, he could get his address, right?
You have his address right here.
Yeah, I have his address.
Okay, so maybe we just go to his house and see if he's there. I mean, maybe he's just freaked out.
Could be.
You have his phone
What's
number?
everybody's take, by the way, on these riots? Has anybody here experienced anything about it? You have any thoughts about it? Like, what do you think happened?
So, I actually caught a little something on video, but I haven't shared it or anything because I'm not even completely really sure what it is. But I'll show it to you all if you want to see it.
Absolutely.
Yes, please.
So I'll open it up and then I'll show it to y'all. But I personally don't remember what it was. But it had something to do with Hector and that thing outside.
You heard a noise.
Uh-huh.
And you looked up and saw a man floating in the sky with huge wings and extra arms. And then another man crashed into him and they landed and crashed in some bushes.
Okay. So by the time I pulled my phone out, I probably got the tail end of them crashing into bushes, really.
Right.
Okay.
So can you even tell what it is, like that scratched into the bush?
Okay, so I'll show it to you all. And I'll say
No,
by the
not
time,
really. She's not a photographer, and it was on her phone.
yeah. By
And
the
she also
time-
didn't have time. You don't really see anything.
Lots of
the time-
evocative pixelations, but
Yeah.
not much. Huh?
It might as well be a Sasquatch.
what
really.
I saw like a winged creature floating, and then something else came and like knocked him out of the sky, and then they tumbled into this bush. And so by the time I pressed record, basically it's them tumbling, but it was like a winged something. So I don't know, but I can tell you this was not a riot of normal.
This was on the day of the riots?
Yes.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, I'm a medical doctor. A couple of years ago, after I saw something kind of life-altering, I had a life-altering experience to open my eyes to the evils that exist out there. I scaled back my practice, and now I only do contract works for the hospitals. But while those riots were happening, obviously I got called into the hospital. I'm really an infectious disease specialist, but a lot of my colleagues in the hospital saw some very, very strange things. So these things that this guy is talking about in the video, I can tell you that I've heard firsthand accounts from physicians that saw some things that doesn't make sense medically. I hesitate to speculate as to what exactly caused those wounds for those people that showed up in the hospital, but it was not normal. Anything more than that, Sestonn, that you could like that I might have seen in the hospital? I don't know.
One of the weirdest things that's come to your attention regarding that story is that it doesn't seem to come off to you as a blood disease as much as an attack in every situation. And every time that is brought up amongst your colleagues, within hours, they're back on the track of it being a blood disease. Like they can't focus on any other possibility.
Did I personally witness anything?
During the riots?
Yeah, like, because I mean, I would have been called into the hospital, I guess, like kind of all hands on deck thing.
Yeah,
but,
no,
I'm not a
that
ER doctor.
particular story with the vampire marks is not related to the riots, to the El Paso riots. That's something that's been going on for months.
Okay, so this has even been all right. So I guess I can relate to this.
Yeah,
this
you
has been ongoing.
were called in because there was so many emergencies, and yes, some people did have their throats ripped out, and there was a lot of missing blood. It very much looked like they were attacked, and it didn't look at all like riots. It looked like a monster attack, and nobody was even talking about riots on that first day while it was happening. It seemed like a zombie apocalypse or something. It didn't seem like there were riots. The riots is what came out in the media the next day as an explanation.
Okay. But I haven't seen anything from the infectious disease type of standpoint. I haven't witnessed anything weird.
No.
Okay.
And just the weirdest part of the infectious diseases of these the people that have been come in with the vampire marks on their neck, like they had their blood drained out, and their blood was drained out. The weirdest part of that whole damn thing is that the doctors are still leaning into a blood disease instead of it being an attack.
But I'm not buying that.
You're not buying that at all. It's just, and when you talk to someone, they don't buy it either. And then, you leave and they come back and they're right back on blood disease.
Okay. Okay, so I guess I say all that
Okay.
to the group.
Huh.
That wasn't. It's not really related to the riots, though. I mean, it's possible that there was an attack during the riots also that fit this, but that wasn't. That's something that's been going on for months.
So maybe that's.
But it is
I mean,
also more evidence that vampires, and that's what this guy's talking about on his video.
Yeah, I mean, so can I relay that on the day of the riots, it was insane. People were coming in with insane type of wounds, like, and then, but also this isn't the first time, and there have been other things, that have happened, and then, all the way that I've observed in my time at the hospital, and then, it all started. I started noticing these things ever since my particular traumatic event.
So, what did everybody do during the riots? If we're like saying that the riots weren't normal, did everybody have something that they did, or were they, other than those who have already said, were they inside?
We kind of had a bit of a tip off, and Mom asked us to gather together and hunker down in the safe room like we were little again.
Wait, like your mom knew there would be riots?
I have a very interesting father, and I'm still trying to figure out what's his deal, but he seems to get a heads up when things are getting ready to go amiss. So generally he's a cop, or at least he says he is. I can't find any evidence of him still being a cop, but
You found evidence of him being a cop 20 years ago. Yeah, there's no recent evidence of him being a cop. No.
No, there's no current evidence of him being a cop. But, still Mom knows when to gather us in and hide us, and it seems to be on the mark every time.
Huh. That's crazy too. Well, what about Jordan? What were you doing? Or why are you here?
To a couple of are we having storyteller fiat here?
No, just what were you doing that night?
Yeah.
What were you doing on the night of at this time?
Of the supposed
As soon as I heard that there
Get the light on
was something up up this alley, I went in and I was able to peel off a couple of things off of people and get them away, but I wasn't able to do much against them. My priority was getting the people taken care of.
What things were you peeling off of people?
Well, there was this one guy who was, biting this woman's, attempting to rip her throat out, but I wasn't able to do much to him. I just was able to pull him off her and get her out of there. And that was pretty much what I did, was making sure people got out. And there was only a few that I could find.
And Jasper, did your drone see anything?
Quick question though, was this before or after the drone? Because he was doing this for a while, but I don't know if
What were you doing 5 nights ago?
I was actually setting this thing. I was actually setting this thing up, and I I didn't really know about the riots except for what I heard over the radio, and it doesn't sound like regular riots. On the walkie-talkie. Like the guy said, they didn't mention looting. They didn't mention like people just screaming. There didn't seem to be people just kind of just pent up. Everybody was doing something. You know how in a lot of riots sometimes people just sort of like stand there in shock because they're like, well, I should be doing something. No, everything was the way the police were describing it. Everything was in motion. There was no gawkers. Anybody who was just standing there seemed to be attacked in a way that Jordan said.
Yeah. All right. So, if we want to find out more, what do we do?
Well, it sounds like if we're following the lead of this, this guy is to find out more about him, and then try and find him or what he left behind.
Right.
So, Jasper, it looks like the first step's on you, buddy.
Can I Sestonn, I have etiquette. Would I be able to make a roll if I could to kind of like guess what bureau or what system would take him up if it was a cover up? Or that wouldn't be an etiquette roll?
I'm sorry, what? Say again?
Oh, I was asking. I asked because I have etiquette. So would I be able to like do an etiquette roll to see if I can figure out what organization that I would know of that would take that guy off the street? Or that wouldn't be etiquette.
I guess I wasn't listening. Take what guy off the street?
The one that we're looking for that was doing that said they were vampires.
Buster.
Yeah. You don't need etiquette. Your most likely culprit is the what's the word for them? Blank bodies themselves.
Oh,
Is that a word
If
that we
he's-
would know?
No, only him.
Okay.
That's the word that he uses. That the organization that he uses. So he may very well introduce you guys to that term right now, but that's your most likely is the blank bodies. Either that or it is Garcia's task force, but they wouldn't be removing people. You might be questioning them to get information, but if they're removing people, then
Sure.
they're either blank bodies that they are removing, or is the blank bodies removing witnesses?
Okay, so Jasper, like, he sighs, but it's a loud sigh that the speaker picks up real good. He's like, so I'm from an organization, and something that we've been studying for enough time that we know a little bit about them is there's these things called blank bodies. No idea what they are. We don't know where they come from. A friend of mine thought that they were aliens, but they don't. What do they know about blank bodies? Like, what would he know?
The reason they're called blank bodies is because they have no heat.
Yeah, that I kind of figured.
Have no heat signature on the on like thermal scans.
Yeah. And
So you've spent like a couple of years assisting them in tracking people, in tracking them. So you actually know very little.
yeah,
but-
that's what I was
so-
like.
Just improv it. You don't
Okay.
know specifics because they keep specifics from you. You were an information gatherer. The information you sent went to somebody who knew what you were looking at. You didn't really know what you were looking at. But
Now,
blank
for
bodies
record-
was a term that was used.
And
So-
out of character, I should note that that IT guy, his whole aliens thing, that was him guessing. He had no idea.
Well, I mean, if I'm just assuming if they met, he just said, "Hey, this is what I think they are." Like, I didn't think he would like.
Yeah. It's canon now. He wasn't just guessing. That was what his thought was. I mean, it was still a guess.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that was his best guess. You guys are aliens, right?
Yeah. And we don't know too much about them. These things. I gathered some information for them. They called them blank bodies because they just figured, why aren't these things? They don't give heat. Like, you can scan them and they're just ambient temperatures. It's ambient, right? It's not colder than the rest of the temperature. It's like equal to. Yeah, they're ambient temperatures. They preyed on people, and how much does he know about? Just out of curiosity, how much information do you think he could have gotten about Argyle? Because I kind of thought that he managed to see the tape, like he managed to take the camera.
It's up to you.
Okay. Yeah. So, and they're like scary. These things are like scary strong. I saw one of my friends. It burst through a door. Just a steel door, ripped through it, grabbed him, and slammed him. And it was a water balloon hitting the pavement. And they I don't know what they were after. They just took a corpse that we found and they disappeared. So I think that if there's anything that happened, it could very well be like some kind of spooky government thing. But I really do. There is a really good chance that if he was out there 2 nights ago, they could have just killed him. One of those things could have just got him.
Jesus here, y'all.
Okay. Well, what do you say we get a bite to eat and we go check his place out?
That sounds good. We can try that. It's a lead.
We're going to sit here and eat pizza and look at the drone and say, oh my gosh, Jasper, this is the best pizza ever.
And you just hear mine's better. Not pizza, but it'll keep me going.
A question for the group while we're eating. I can get access to pretty much any kind of vehicle. What do you want to? How do you guys want to play this? What kind of vehicle would you like me to get for the group?
Any kind of vehicle? Like, what are those, like, surveillance type techno vehicles?
I believe I can get a surveillance van for us, yes, through my contact.
That would be so cool.
All right, then.
Yeah.
That's right, Sestonn?
Yeah,
my guy.
I think so. I haven't
my-
looked over it very well, but you were going to say yes.
Yeah, that's my edge. It said like I can get helicopters too. Like
Yeah.
that's in the description. Yeah. So
Yep.
yeah, so I can say that. I'll be like, hey, by the way, it's not limited to just cars. So if we need to, I can get. I mean, I'm not getting a rocket ship or a black. I mean, I'm like I was gonna say Black Hawk.
Let's see. Is it permanent or is it things that are for the situation? Like an arsenal is stuff that like you have to bring back when the scene is over.
Oh no! Well, so yeah, that's the thing is I have to roll for it. But when I roll for, if I get it, then I can get it for the mission. I think. Hold on, I'll look it up while we're talking. I gotta find it.
The test is made at the start of the scene. The hunter must have reasonable access to their garage or contact. The test can be attempted only once for each scene, and the vehicle can be used only for that scene. So yeah, you can get vehicles scene by scene.
Yeah.
So we don't get to keep it?
Oh.
Damn.
No, I'm pretty much, I've
You
got
can
contacts, so
get
they let me
a
borrow.
surveillance van, but you mean it won't be you guys' surveillance van. It'll be something that you can like have for the night,
Right.
or whatever. Yeah.
Well,
So you can do an investigation.
I want to play with it, though.
That's pretty
You
good.
just
so
want
we
to
don't-
rip the steering wheel off.
Or somebody somewhere.
No, I was thinking Priscilla could be Daphne and I could be Velma.
I was just thinking we seem like the Scooby-Doo gang.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Instead of a dog, we have
instead
a
of a dog, we
talking
have a
drone.
drone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a drone instead of Scooby. Wait.
And Jordan is Shaggy.
A
Anyways.
group of ragtag misfits in an occult shop that is going by the nickname Scooby Gang. This seems familiar.
Okay, you
I
guys
just can't
have
get-
your pizza, and then I guess you want to go out to this guy's house.
Yes.
Oh, let me give him a real name. Where'd my notebook go?
Yeah, so by the way, nothing military. I can't get a tank or like a Black Hawk or anything like that, but I can get a helicopter though.
His name was Gary Hart. Hart. So yeah, Jasper, his real name was Gary Hart.
Gary Hart.
He lives with his mommy.
Oh. Well, we can. So we can interview the mom too, or at least the mom might be another lead. So that's good.
All right.
That is if his mom's still there too.
Yeah, he lives with her. Oh wait, I get wrong hole. I get the question. I get what you mean now. Never mind.
That was hilarious because as you were coughing, the dye came out for me, so it seemed like you were coughing out the dye.
Hey.
All right. How long does it take to get the van?
I don't know. You guys can have the van brought here in like 30 minutes.
All right.
I
Okay,
say
let's make
Delivery
a
service.
roll for get a van. Wherever it went. I'm trying to find my way there. Do.
Difficulty 4, I believe, right? And I go manipulation and persuasion.
Yep.
Okay. So, I wonder if I could just click this button. Yeah. Bam.
Yep, you got it.
Oh, wait. It says 4 successes, but one of them's a 0.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, see?
That sucks.
You only got 2 successes because the 0 is counting it as 3. This guy's code was bad for zeros. So you're at 2 successes. If you want to re-roll, you can spend a willpower point to re-roll 3 of those. Or else you guys are going to end up just taking your cars there because you won't be able to get the van tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll pose that question. We're just going to interview a mom, right? Like, all right, so my guy's having trouble coming through on this. Maybe this is for another night. I know this isn't a great first impression, guys. I'm sorry. If you guys want to, how many of us is it?
5. 4 and a
4
flying
plus
block.
a drone.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say I could do surveillance too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not gonna. Let's just. Yeah, my guy. I'm sorry, guys.
My car can
I
take,
overpromised here.
yeah, my car can take 3 people. And if we're doing that, then I was gonna say I'm not kitted out for anything more than just looking at stuff at the moment. But if we're taking my car, I got something.
Yeah, I got a. Let's say I drove a nondescript Escalade over here.
That can fit all of
not.
you.
Okay, I was gonna say because mine's not nondescript. It is a big, huge, white truck. The type where you're like, are you compensating for something type of truck.
You have multiple cars though, right? Aren't you rich as well? Don't you have like a 3 in speaking out of character? Don't you have like a 3 in wealth or something as well?
Yeah, but he doesn't flash it.
No, but you
That's the guy with the big white truck.
God. Yeah. Because my guy will be like, he's even when I don't get the other cars, I still own some nice cars. So let's say I just drove like a black Escalade over here.
Okay. Yeah, that's big enough to you don't have any problem fitting 5 people.
I got a 3 in resources.
Yeah, if we got like if we're trying to get a bunch of people, I'm sure I could convince the wife to have me grab the minivan for everyone.
I mean, I got my Escalade out.
Yeah.
It's a black Escalade, and I don't think that'll draw too much attention. So, well, we can hop in that. That was pretty safe forever.
Fine by me. So, Jordan retrieves a backpack from his ridiculous truck and rides with everyone else.
Cool. All right, hop in, everybody. As with everything, my Escalade is super neat. Like it looks like brand new out of the dealership. He keeps everything very clean. And I should just mention it appearances wise. My guy's got a 2 in looks, so he's very good looking guy.
He's a looker.
Yeah, I brought that up because I'm looking at my skills and I forgot because we're talking first impressions. That's the only reason I'm mentioning it now.
I think like almost all of you guys had some kind of a points in appearance.
Not me.
But, 2 I think was like stunning. Looking.
So yeah, 3 is the big one. 3 is like the drop dead gorgeous one, I think, right?
I think
my guy's
only went to 2.
Yeah,
no, it goes to 3. I think it's 2 and 3. I think you got to spend 2.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I'm all utility.
Yeah, it's 2 and 4. So 2 is beautiful. 4 is stunning. Did anybody take 4?
I took it,
Priscilla.
where do I put that at? I forgot.
It would have been under Chronicle.
Chronicle. I took 4
Yes,
in
did take
looks.
4 in looks.
Huh?
So Priscilla is stunningly beautiful.
Yes.
Most of
Oh,
you guys are just normal beautiful.
We didn't talk about that. She came in because she was doing her little video. But yeah, she's about, yeah. That's why she always has stalkers.
In fact, as you guys drive away, another car that was in the parking lot starts following.
Do we notice that?
Can we do awareness rolls?
I think the only one really most likely to notice would be Jorge, and I'm checking on his awareness.
You got
1
1
awareness and 3 wits. Let's have you roll that wits and awareness.
Any modifier or no?
No. Oh yeah, you noticed. He's not very good at hiding it, and it kind of just took off like immediately after you guys.
What does the vehicle look like?
It looks like a 20-year-old Honda Accord.
And
Kind
can
of
I
blue
see who
with
the
an
driver is?
with some old racing stripes.
Yeah, can I make out the
you
driver?
position it to see the drivers and the driver, and he's like a 17-year-old kid with glasses.
All right, so as we're driving, Jorge is like, keeps this pleasant face on, and he says, so, no biggie, but I noticed that when we pulled out, there was about 20-year-old Honda that pulled out with us. It looks like he was trying to be stealthy. He's not very good at it, but we basically have a tail. And it's a 17-year-old kid. Is anybody familiar with this car? Try not to look directly at it.
I always have someone following me. It's all right. They're harmless.
If we pull over, I can take care of this.
Harmless. Oh no, it's fine. It's fine.
I mean, are you just assuming that, or do we know?
No.
You know, I mean,
this one has been following me for a few days now, but he hasn't caused any real problems, so I haven't had to go to the police or anything yet.
So you actually know this particular kid that's driving the Honda.
I know he follows me around, and he's one of my followers on TikTok.
Okay.
So
Literally.
That is scary.
Creepy.
It's annoying, but I mean, it's just I guess I'm almost used to it now. You know.
You guys mind if I lose this guy? I'm gonna try to lose him. I don't really want to tail while we're trying to conduct an investigation here.
Let's make wits and drive roll. We'll do you versus him, and whoever wins. I mean, he's trying to not be lost.
Okay.
He just rolls these 2 dice. He got 1 success.
Priscilla pulls out her phone and rolls down the
Yeah,
list.
you lose him.
Okay.
And does take a haul. You all
Sorry to your
Considering what I would do.
what's gonna happen?
sorry to your boyfriend, but he is lost.
Oh.
We're gonna cut away real quick and cut into the Honda Accord. No, where did they go? And then back into the Escalade.
Does she know specifically that it's Sable?
You know what Sable looks like, and the description that Jorge gave you sounds like him.
Okay, so she could do like a little thing like to him, straight to him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that's as not Hector, what's his name? Jorge?
Right.
She's gonna actually like do a little video that says like Sable, quit following me around. Or I guess Sable, quit following me around. You'll never be able to keep up with us now. And then post it.
Gosh. Challenge.
And that's why she keeps her stalkers. They never get bored. Okay, well, you guys get to the house where Jasper seems that the guy who is Knuckle Duster lives.
So I'm obviously not going to pull up right in the driveway. Is there a place that I can subtly park, like on the street somewhere, and it doesn't look?
Yeah, you can park in the street. I mean,
this may not matter,
your car's
but I just want
kind
to
of
point out.
nice for the neighborhood, but it's not like you came in a limo.
I got tints on the window too, if that's okay. By the way.
Yep, that's good.
All right. Cool. Well, let's roll, guys.
There's nothing, there's not like any strange cars or people. I mean, we wouldn't know strange cars, but there's nothing like that seems strange or out of the ordinary.
Make me a wits and awareness roll.
I'm not good at that, I don't think.
I mean, you don't see anything. I just wanted to test how well you notice stuff.
Let's see.
So she has 2. She's no awareness. Okay.
Jorge gets 2
Just
successes.
do rolls on here anyways.
Jorge gets 2. Priscilla gets 1. Neither of you guys notice anything different? Anything supernatural or even just standing out weird? You don't notice anything? Everything seems normal?
I'll say in the vehicle, hey guys, so there's 4 of us in a drone. If we're going in to talk to this lady cold, maybe we should do 2 go in at most.
I'll go. I'm really good with people.
Yeah, I'm pretty. You know, I
There, I
have
got the
man.
most, but you still don't notice anything abnormal.
So
Right,
Priscilla,
Daphne, you're
I mean,
taking
if you want Priscilla and me to go in, Priscilla and I to go in. We can kind of, you know, roll the carpet out and then maybe bring the rest of us in once we've established a rapport. That's okay.
If we're just talking to this person, that's not where my skill's at.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna look around.
You can stay and watch the car.
Yeah, the drone goes out. The drone goes outside the car.
Yeah.
What are your skills on exactly then? Out of curiosity.
It's
Make things go away.
Okay.
So Priscilla, you said you're good with people.
Yes.
Would you like to join me then? We can go in and
What was his real name? I forgot.
Jorge.
Me too.
No,
The drone?
Harry Hart.
Harry.
Gary.
Harry or
Hart.
Harry
Gary.
Hart.
Gary with a G.
Gary. Gary. Gary.
Oh, I've been calling
Like SpongeBob Snail, Gary.
I've been calling him the wrong thing this whole time.
Gary Hart. GH. Gary Hart. Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
GH.
Okay.
This is the Hart residence. It says HART is written on the mailbox.
Okay. All
Forgot to
right.
get the mail today. I gotta remember to do that when we're done.
So Jordan, Sarah, are you guys okay with staying in the car?
I'm fine.
All right. Who wants the keys just in case anything gets hairy?
Not me.
I got it.
All right. I hand her the Escalade key,
Okay.
and I'll walk with Priscilla to the front door.
All right. Let's see what happens.
Hey, it's got one of those doorbell camera jobbies.
Oh, nice. I press it.
And it makes the same sound that they all make.
Okay.
There's no response, though. You wait a couple minutes. There's no response.
Is there anybody around at all?
You don't see anybody. The house is quiet on the inside, too. You don't hear like a TV on or anything.
Are there any windows by the door that we could try to peer into?
Yes, there's a window by the door.
All right, I'm gonna just kind of subtly see what I can see in the window.
Okay. The lights are out, so you don't see a lot. But no, what you do make out is just like a living room. Nothing, nothing abnormal.
So does it look like
nobody's home?
Okay, it looks like nobody's home. All right. So I say to Priscilla, I'm like, you want to? Well, is there like a backyard that we have access that we can access here?
I don't know. Let me see. Random roll says there is a backyard.
All right.
So I say to Priscilla, I say, how do you feel about trespassing in the backyard? And smile.
Okay with that.
All right, let's ease our way back here then.
Okay, you guys go around to the backyard, and you see that the drone is already there.
All right, so I guess I'll ask Jasper. Anything good so far, my friend?
Everything looks perfectly normal, except that the lights are all out and doesn't look like anybody's home.
What time is it?
It's about 9.
So Jasper, I hate to impose here, but what do you think of the chances that you could take a peek inside the house?
If you can get the window open, 100%.
All right, I'll try the window and see if it's locked.
Good question. It is open. It's not even closed.
Voila.
Okay.
It is kind of chilly. So that's your first sign that maybe something is. That's the closest thing to abnormal you found so far. It's 9 o'clock, kind of chilly out. It's like 35, and this window is actually open. It's just open. If you wait,
35?
but it is
That's
open.
cold as hell.
Yep.
That's not kind of chilly. That's cold.
It's kind of chilly for us.
It's just above frozen.
Yeah.
That's what New York area
Above
people
frozen.
call brick. Is bricka.
I mean, that's like kind of, yeah, that's kind of chilly.
All right.
It's gonna freeze tonight, is what it is.
I didn't even realize El Paso got that cold.
I think the coldest I've
We
ever
freeze-
seen it is like -8.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
wow.
weird though.
I mean,
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah, when
we
I
should-
first moved to that area, it was like so cold the cacti was exploding.
Yeah, that time where we were in the negatives was weird. We are usually about half of our winter nights, and by
Roasted
winter I mean
generators.
already,
They lost electricity.
is about
Yeah.
freezing. And about half of those freezings actually make it into 25. Very rarely are we less than 25.
Yeah, but also the definition of cold out here is pretty once it's like refrigerator weather, then yeah, we're like pulling on the jackets and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Anything below 50.
So, Jasper, rather
It's-
than
no,
us sit around
it's
here
like
outside,
35 right now, and 6 hours ago it was 65. It was nice.
oh wow.
Yeah, it's a big jump. Well, it's like kind of like. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say, Jasper, how about rather than Priscilla and I hanging out here in the backyard trespassing, we dip back to the car and then you tell us what you found inside. We could talk about it as a group.
Works. I mean, if this thing gets shot, I can make another. If you get shot, I cannot make another one of you.
That's a good point, my friend. So I'll see you back at the car. Is that cool with you, Priscilla?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, let's head back there.
Okay, the drone goes right into the house. Everything you're looking with a dark vision, night vision.
I mean, it's the skill is awareness, so I don't know. I guess just anything that'll like fit it.
And okay, so go ahead and make me the awareness roll for the drone.
It's technology and witch, right? Okay.
What's technology and something?
Yeah, for unless it's like with the automation, then it's
Okay. It's wits because you're actually doing it right now. If it was
Yeah.
with the automation, it'd probably be intelligence.
technology, wits.
Okay, well the 0 counted as 3, so you have 7. Now let's count it and make sure I'm right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, I'm right. It counts zeros as 3s. So every 0 that comes up, just knock off 2.
Alrighty.
So you got 7 successes, which is really fucking great. You find everything in there, including the body. So
Is it the?
there is a body in the bedroom, in the master
So
bedroom.
nonchalantly,
So
Body.
including that body that just happens to be there. Standard
there's her
issue.
body. She's like laying half on the bed, like she was crawling onto the bed. Like she is fully clothed, and her stomach is on the bed, and her legs are not on it.
So, like half on it with her like butt up in the air.
Her butt and her legs are just hanging off of the bed.
Okay.
So is there like any blood or any like
You
obvious
don't
wounds
see
on it?
any blood.
Oh.
And the drone goes and flies right around her. There's no blood, there's no wound. Maybe it's on the inside, like underneath her, on her stomach or her chest. But if it is, then no blood has seeped out into
and-
where you would see. So
Does it look like there was a struggle?
there does not look like any kind of struggle at all. Everything looks lived in, not disturbed, except that There's a little lady laying here.
Okay, I'm gonna.
It's possible she's asleep. But she doesn't. She's not breathing. I mean,
I'm
you
gonna,
think
like-
that for a second, maybe she's just asleep, and you look, and no, she's not asleep.
Can I like just nudge her, like just kind of like bump into her, like, lady, wake up? Not hard enough, but just like, or
No, nothing happened.
Okay, then I'm gonna head out.
Okay, you make your way out through the same open window.
Yes.
Okay, and you guys are what, walking back to the front of the house, or what?
Well,
Yeah.
you said everybody was coming to the car.
Okay, you guys are at the car.
Okay.
Have a little conversation at the car, and then in a minute we'll have the drone join you.
All right.
Right. So nobody's home?
No, super boring. But
Well,
the
Do they
window
have
was.
a security? I could probably try to hack into if they have cameras.
Oh, well, they have that doorbell camera. So maybe. But the back window was open, so Jasper's drone thing is in there looking around right now.
Okay. I'll wait till he comes back, but yeah, I can.
When Jordan hears camera, he starts rummaging in the backpack.
What do you pull out of the backpack?
A black balaclava.
What is that?
It's one of those like ski masks that covers all but your eyes.
Ah.
It's something that authors love to talk about. You know, it's like balaclava this and balaclava that. I'm like, okay, what is a balaclava? I have no idea.
Well, I just learned a new word today, so hey.
Because it's a fancy thing. For
They
something
look
that's really
cozy.
not all that fancy.
So it's like what they wear when they're like skiing, because it protects like everything.
I'll send something in the Discord.
Okay.
They look cozy, I say.
What are you doing with that?
But protecting my identity if we're going to be on camera.
Oh.
We aren't
Oh.
going to be on camera, you idiot. I'm hacking into their cameras as I pull out my laptop.
Okay.
That's a good point. I'm all over that camera. I was trying to get his mom's attention.
Yeah, well,
So-
all the camera's gonna see is, unless you guys walked inside, is that you guys rang the doorbell and then left. Did you guys talk about going to the backyard or
Go ahead and
anything?
do your global access too. That was what? Intelligence and technology?
Red light. Oh, yeah. He did say, do you have any problem trespassing? And I said, nope. Let's do it. So that might. Sure.
Well, I'll go ahead and hack. And I have 4
You're in.
successes. Okay,
You have access to everything they have recorded.
so I'm
crazy.
gonna go ahead and delete them.
Okay.
And now I'm gonna go back and check the rest of the footage to see if there's anything that I can find that'll help us get to.
There was
How did-
a
Do that.
man in black that arrived at the door around 6 in the evening.
Today?
Hours ago. Yeah. A few hours ago. And she answered the door and he went inside. There is no sign of him exiting.
Is there any anything from like 5 days ago when our quote unquote friend went missing?
I mean, there's the doorbell gets rung. You see him leaving, and it matches up pretty much to the time that you expected him to have left. But that's it. No, he never came home.
Car. I guess we should probably take note of what kind of a car he drove.
Oh, I don't know.
So many questions.
He drove off in a Dodge Charger. It was like a dark midnight blue.
That's a nice car.
Mhm.
He's a
Like a
ghost
new one?
board. Yeah, like a new one. He's a
You cut out completely. You guys hear Sestonn?
there. How about now?
Yes.
Okay, there you are.
That's what happened that other night when it went bad. There's a little flipper switch and it hits my desk. What was I saying? Oh yeah, he's a ghost board influencer. He's got a little bit of money, plus he still lives with his mom, so he spends it all on his car. Chicks like the car, man. Anyway, that was days ago.
Could you see the license plate of his car?
I really doubt it. If I roll a 10. No.
No.
But Jasper can tell it to you. He has it right here.
Oh. Okay. Well, he hasn't come back yet, right? I was just thinking about
the drone comes and buzzes in. It's really quiet. This drone is optimized for surveillance and stealth. So it's really quiet. It's not that drones themselves are loud, but this is the quietest drone you've ever heard. You don't really hear the buzz of it until it's like right up on you.
Does he like knock on the doors or what?
Are you guys outside or are you
We
guys?
left the window open for him, didn't we?
Probably. Yeah, you guys are in the car, left the window open, the drone comes in.
Yeah, because we would not be sitting outside in 30-something degrees.
No.
We're sitting in the heated Escalade.
So I found I found the mother inside.
Did she see you?
No. She was face down on the bed. And she didn't move from there. I'm pretty sure she's dead.
Wait, what?
Yeah, what?
Yeah. She was like halfway on the bed and not breathing. I tried nudging at her. I tried yelling at her. Nothing. She was not moving. Nothing.
So she's just motionless, laying on the bed?
Yes, half on the bed. Like it looked like she was trying to get back onto the bed, and then something stopped her, or she just died on the way to on top of the bed.
Did you see any marks on her? Any like bruises or anything like that? Or
Not that I could find. I didn't see anything. But she was like face down, so could have been there's a wound that just hasn't seeped through. Question, Sestonn, how stiff was she? When I pushed her, like, was she just recently dead, or?
If it's been days like that, I'm sure rigor mortis would have come and gone.
No, she was alive 2 hours ago.
Oh, 2 hours ago. I thought
Yeah,
it was days.
so,
Yeah, she was alive 3 hours ago.
Oh,
yeah,
well,
so
the door.
yeah, no, and so I'll make sure that Jasper gets to see the footage of. I'll take because I want to make sure we have a clip of what the guy looks like that came and visited her.
I don't know the guy though, right? That she's showing in the clip.
No, well, I don't know. You might.
Here, well, let me just. I'll email him a clip.
Oh.
Oh, you don't recognize the guy.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say he has steely blue eyes, does he?
Can show you a picture. Let me find it. these people are dead. I can't find it right now. It'll take me too long to find it. Oh, wait, never mind. I found it. This is the guy.
Huh.
He makes another appearance.
Well, if he shows up again.
All I know is it's not Dad, so that would be creepy if it was my dad.
Yep.
But I'm not saying this out loud. I'm just thinking.
I was gonna say, how edgy are we getting here?
That's up to the storyteller.
Could lead there. Okay, so I bumped you guys' desperation when you found out there's a dead body in the house.
Oh, yay.
I'm not familiar with what that means.
Okay, so when you take an action that is it fits your, and I actually tagged it on here in the journal. Creed and desperation dice. So when you take an action, players can add their desperation dice to their character's dice pools based on circumstances that relate to their creed. Circumstances in which desperation dice apply are as follows. So for our faithfuls, that is any direct conflict, physical, social, or mental, with supernatural while on the hunt. For our entrepreneurial, that is our building, inventing, augmenting, or repairing while on the hunt. And for our two inquisitives, we have gaining information while on the hunt, such as research, breaking and entering, and interrogation. So you can add the desperation dice to your dice pool. However, if you roll a 1 on any of those dice, you enter despair, where you can no longer use your desperation dice, and the danger level goes up. If you succeed and you have a 1 on one of these dice, then you have the choice of either continuing to succeed and the danger level goes up, or going into despair.
Okay.
Enough.
Okay, you guys are in the car. You just heard that there is a body.
So you're a doctor, right? Shouldn't you go check and see if she's actually dead?
Yeah, I'm torn here because I do have a medical license too. So we need to do something, and it's either I'm a little worried that if I go and we set foot in this house now, there's going to be police eventually checking for forensic evidence, and
It's a crime scene. We need to leave and call it in from someplace that can't be traced.
yeah, but guys, let's be frank too, though. That is the safe thing to do. But once we call the police in, we're never getting another crack at this house. Whatever it is, if they find something out of the ordinary, it's getting buried. So this seems like a fork in the road in our battle against evil. This feels like we're about to step off a cliff and there's no going back after this. I've never done anything like this before in my life, but
Yeah, I knew we were
He's
invested.
already said there's nothing to see here, so we may as well go ahead and just.
But
Here's the thing. if we call the police, we have a name. Like if there's something going on here, we can tell if the lady disappeared. We have a route to check in on it and see what's happening. You know, like before we didn't have. It's a lot of names, but we don't have anything concrete. We know for sure that this is connected because Gary disappeared.
That's true. Well, and you could you have the drone like watch the house or whatever and see who comes? Like,
I can follow. Yeah, I can follow the ambulance. Wait, no. How fast does a drone fly?
so I don't know. I agree because also like if he has like medical. I mean, yeah, you're a freaking doctor. So if you were to like look at her body, you could tell how she died or no?
The drone?
No, you.
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
Well, I should be, but I mean, I don't know. I guess I'd defer to Sestonn on that. My specialty is infectious diseases, but I mean, I'm still a medical doctor, so I mean, I'm not doing autopsies regularly, but if it's apparent, I probably take a stab at it.
Did you?
If it's apparent,
did
yeah.
you keep any pictures of what you saw when you were in there? Can you send them to me? I'll just show them real quick.
He took pictures.
Yeah.
He has video.
Oh, okay. I guess we'll do that. Yeah, because I mean, I get everything's behind, but I just
I mean,
body.
If he has video, what I can try to do is I can try and push her body and see if I can get it to tumble over and see if you can get a look from in front. But
Oh, you
this thing
can't push her weight with that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, plus you're
Yeah,
then
that's
you'd be
not.
tampering with the
That's
crime
not a lot of
scene,
math.
Yeah. Okay.
and then whatever, you know. Let me see the video.
Okay. Censor the video.
Okay.
It's all in night vision green, and the drone goes like it sees the body on the couch, and then it like makes a circle around her, and then it goes up and nudges at her, does a little bump, and she doesn't move, and she doesn't appear to be breathing.
I mean, is there any chance I can tell like that?
You can tell that she's not breathing.
You know, Jasper, with your
That's
experience,
pretty
you said
much
you
what
talked
you can
about. I
tell.
was surprised you didn't have any heat sensing on that drone of yours.
This is kind of like a first model. Like everything else is kind of like evolved from this, but this is like
You can have some heat sensing on there if you want to, but the main argument I have is that you know it's useless.
Yeah.
It does not find the things that you know exist.
Yeah.
With his experience on blank bodies, though, I would think he would keep it just because it's the easiest way to tell the difference.
I mean, you could
but-
get FLIR camera stuff off of Amazon that would be at the right size, but
He's not using stuff off of Amazon. He's using stuff he made himself.
But my point is, if you could get that off of Amazon, you could definitely have it.
Well, like out of character, you can only put like 3 things on a drone. So you can have 2 skills and then either a skill and a specialty and then some of the other stuff, but the other stuff is like set. So you're like limited on what you can put on it. That's why out of character.
Plus, his drone is also made for stealth.
Fair enough.
Let me ask our hackers in the group. It seems like we've taken care of the security camera for this house, but we're in a neighborhood, and I'm worried about other people's Ring cameras are like picking up this car right here, and us walking up to the house and then walking into the backyard. Can you erase that? Like, is there a way for you to check if there are other cameras in the vicinity that might have picked us up?
I mean, I can look through the addresses and see if there's like one like located there, but I don't have access to deleting it.
Why don't you just do a quick fly around of
that too.
the immediate neighbors' houses and just see if anybody has Ring cameras. We have to.
They all do.
Delete footage.
How do you guys know the
have-
mother was alive 2 hours ago? Was that out of character, or was that do your characters know that?
That's in character. It was
Yeah.
on the doorbell camera.
Oh, right. Okay, so this is just so she could still be alive and just be unconscious or whatever, and so we need to act quickly. I mean, but again, I don't want to roll in there and then have cops, become most. I don't want to become most wanted.
Well, what? This guy has that mask
Welcome to
thing.
being a
Okay.
human.
Okay, guys, I hate to put it this way, but we didn't start this to play it safe. Either we are in this fight and we get risky, or we don't.
All right.
That sounded really good with an echo.
If you want to loan me your mask and you loan me some gloves, I'll go in there and see if she's alive.
I'll go in there with you. I'm not risking anything, but I'll go in there with you.
Okay.
Should probably be me. I'm the doctor. I probably need to examine her. If there's a way to save her, I need to be able to save her.
Okay. Well, maybe you wear that mask then.
Yeah, you got any extra? You got an extra baklava and some stealth gear there, buddy?
Enough for me. I'll lend you the mask, if because it
All right.
seems like the medical skilled personnel need to be one of the ones that go in there.
Okay, I'll just roll in there with Jasper. And if I could ask the hackers, try to wipe out any other cameras
And
in the
also,
area.
Sarah, is there a way that Sarah can pull up the feed so we can see it live
Feed from what?
from his
Jasper?
drone? Yeah.
Are we able to coordinate?
If he wants to share it, otherwise
I-
she's gonna enter a hacking battle with him.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, I don't need to enter a hacking battle. I'm just like, if he doesn't want it, he doesn't want it. But
But it's a
He
Scooby-Doo
said it's
game.
fine. So yeah, he gives her control. He gives her her.
I think it would
viewing
be
image.
easier to just stream it through like a dummy Twitch account and just like a private. I'm assuming Twitch has like a private thing.
I don't know. If not, then you just make something that does real quick.
Yeah.
Just send it. You just stream it right to her computer.
Okay, trying to hide how nervous he is about this, Jorge gets out of the car and starts walking back to the house and goes back to the backyard, opens the window and climbs inside. He's wearing gloves though, right? Did I get lent gloves or something?
Probably.
it's cold. Of course, you have gloves.
Right.
Oh,
I
that- okay.
have doctor gloves, but I don't know much.
I've got
in
my
my-
driving gloves.
That medical
Yeah,
bag is-
being a medical professional, I can say I don't usually carry medical gloves with me in my car.
Okay, so you climb in through the window. The drone goes in with you.
Okay.
It
And
is
now,
dark as shit, and you can't see.
I guess.
hey,
just follow
Jasper, do you have a
the-
light?
No, he doesn't have a light. Just I guess I'll just
I'm a
direct. I just direct him because I have night vision,
okay.
right?
Yeah, you got night vision. The drone can see.
Oh wait, can he just tune into what I'm streaming like with his cell phone so this way he can see?
I'm just gonna flip the
He
light
could
on.
just use his flashlight
Yeah,
on
okay.
his cell phone. That would be
the light
easier.
comes on. The light comes on, and now you see. No problem. And then the drone leads you into the another bedroom, into the master bedroom. There's a
On the
big-
way in there, do I notice anything of note?
Oh, everything looks fine. The house looks lived in. It's not particularly cleaned up, but it's not messy. And there's no like signs of a struggle or anything. Then in the master bedroom is a queen size bed and a lady that is half on it.
When you say half on it, her body is still intact, right?
Yes, her body is intact.
Okay. So doing my best to not disturb her position, I'm going to check for vitals.
She's gone. Her body's cold.
All right.
She's been gone for a couple of hours.
All right, I'll say that. I'll say that to Jasper, and I guess the group could hear me. All right. Can I tell how she died? Again, trying not to disturb the body.
You don't see anything from here. I mean, it could have been a heart attack. You don't have any sign of any wound, unless it's on her front, which is, face down in the bed. But even if that's the case, there's not blood. You don't see any blood, and you don't see any wound. So she could have had a heart attack, or who knows what happened. But there's no wound. She didn't get shot.
No bruising or anything?
No.
And there's nothing else to tell me, like, cause of death potentially, like, that a physician might notice?
Nope.
It just looks like cardiac arrest?
There's only so much you can do without an autopsy.
Or just see from the front.
Yeah, well, even an autopsy doesn't tell
Maybe
you
every
without
single
bruising.
drop of her blood was drained from her body, and then the supernatural monster that took it licked the wound closed. Who knows? But from here, it looks like it could have been any number of things, like a heart attack or a brain hemorrhage or something. Who knows? There's no wound. That's the only thing you got right now.
If the body was drained of blood, there'd be no way. I wouldn't be able to tell that medically without.
I don't think so.
No, because
I don't know.
all of the
Maybe-
symptoms of being anemic wouldn't show if they were. I mean, a dead person looks like a dead person because blood isn't flowing.
Okay. And there's nothing else to note. Nothing else around the room there. Like no sign of struggle.
There's no
Other
sign
than-
of struggle at all. No.
Okay, let's get out of here.
All right.
Not to be a dick, but did you clean your prints?
You wore
Oh yeah, I mean I've
gloves
been
in there.
trying to. Yeah, I wore gloves. Yeah, but also my footprints and all that stuff. Like I tried not to drag shit in there. I don't. Yeah.
I assume that Jasper relays that when
Fair
it's mentioned in the car. Yeah.
Yeah.
Gordon suggests
Well,
that you
probably the guy in black left the way that Jose
What he got
came
in?
in.
Jorge.
Jorge, sorry.
What through the window?
Yeah. If the window's open.
Maybe. Yeah. I mean, we didn't see him leave, so. But the window wasn't ajar, was it, Sestonn? It was just open, right? Or was it?
it was
No,
it's
it was
an
open.
up and down
Just
opening
the
window,
drone was
and it
able to
was
get in.
open, and it was open about 8 inches or so. Not
Hey,
really
wow.
enough for a person to climb through, but then you just lifted it and it opened.
Nobody
Okay.
in the group has like an investigation with forensic, do they?
You need
Out of
gear and
character.
shit for that anyway, but no,
Oh,
I don't think anybody does. You would need gear for that, and like dusting for prints and crap.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to see them.
Cops are gonna come in and be like, "Who the fuck already dusted for prints?"
Yeah, dude, we're ragtag for a reason.
It's the Scooby-Doo team. All right, let's dip out. All right, so I guess we go back to the car. Let's talk this over.
I assume you drive away. Or you want to stay
Are
here?
we ready? Should we drive away? We ready to leave?
I don't know.
All right. So we've, found that there is the mom's body is there. Are we to believe that all his gear and stuff is in the basement? Because if it is, then that's worth investigating.
That's a good question.
I mean, yeah, we can go check. I can
Here's
go,
your-
but if the door's closed, that's gonna stop me.
Here's your balaclava back in, that's out of my expertise. The woman is dead. I yield the floor to Mike. That sounds like a good idea. Somebody needs to go and check to see.
If this is what we're going to do, I would suggest everybody make a quick stop at Walmart, get gloves and ski masks.
That's suspicious.
We're
I
already.
don't think we should have 5 people at a time rolling up in that house. It should be
Okay.
one person.
I don't think you should have 5 people at a time rolling up on Walmart getting gloves and ski masks.
Yeah.
Because yes,
But my point is, if we're gonna try and do
God.
if we're gonna try and do this, let's try and be a little, more efficient.
I thought we were just having some pizza at the occult shop. I didn't expect this shit was going to happen.
All right.
No, I'm not saying that in character. That's not something.
Please, so I'm willing to pass the stealthy gear to whoever's gonna look at the equipment, the computer equipment.
I guess I'll go. I'll leave my computer open so you guys can keep an eye on things, but
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know about like posting videos and that, but I don't know anything about, anything else.
So Jasper can join you, and
Yeah.
Okay.
Through and we could like, get gear and stuff for next time. We should do that.
I think this is the best way to play it anyway. Honestly, 5 people searching the house is just that's definitely not gonna. The cops are gonna end up investigating this as a crime scene. So
Going to be investigating it as a
Jasper
crime
leads
scene
Sarah
anyway.
around to the back window. You climb in through the window, and you're wearing all the stealth gear now, right?
yeah,
All the same stuff. Okay.
yep. It smells like
You look,
whatever the heck
look around
Jorge's
for the
cologne
basement
is, man.
door.
He's
You
such a
do
vain
find
guy.
the basement door, and it is closed.
All right, so let's go ahead and open it.
Okay, and there's stairs leading down into the basement, and it is dark. I assume you turned the light on also?
Yeah.
You turned the light on down in the basement.
Okay.
So,
The light of your cell phone or the
There's a
are
light
you
switch
using
next to
it?
the door. I'm
Okay.
assuming. I mean, it's like I'm pretty sure nobody's going to be in there.
okay.
Okay, so in the basement, this is his his recording
His
studio,
main-
and plus he's got a bed down here. There's a big where his computer was, and he had multiple monitors, and it's missing. There's like spaces in the dust where there was a hard drive, and it's gone now.
Well, that's not a surprise.
Anything in the trash can or anything like that?
I'm gonna just try to look places where they wouldn't have thought to look.
Okay, make
All right.
me an intelligence and investigation roll. And I'm gonna roll for him 6 dice.
My investigation.
So I rolled 7. Don't use that last one. Well, I think you did pretty great.
I got 5.
And
I mean 4.
4. And he got 1, 2, 2. So you did a better job investigating than no longer the sheriff. Let's see. It doesn't look like anyone went digging through the trash. So you can dig through the trash, or you could take his whole wastebasket with you. Where else might there be something?
Closet?
No, I'm trying to think of anything that would be cool to have present.
A loose floorboard?
Floppy disk, like just old
No,
floppy
Paso.
disk.
Old floppy disks. I don't see why.
Because he figures they have trouble getting the information out. I don't know. It was just
Any
He does,
boxes?
he does have some discs.
Cut me a pie.
He does have some he's got like 5 different thumb drives
Okay, so grab
in
those.
a floorboard that was underneath his computer desk. A loose floorboard. You found that. Also, his trash hasn't gone through, so he could have thrown away something. Whoever came in seems to have just took his computer.
All right, so we'll grab his trash. We'll grab the thumb drives. We'll check under the floorboard.
The thumb drives were under the floorboard.
Oh, okay. So yeah, let's just go ahead and
Anything
thumb
computer
drive.
he had that wasn't hidden is gone.
Okay, but I'll replace the floorboard and try to make it look like I wasn't there and get the heck out of there.
All right,
Shut
you
lights
go
off,
out the
close
window.
door the way I left. Yeah.
Okay. You make your way back to the car.
All right. Let's go back to the shop, guys. It'll be easier to look through the stuff there.
Shop is closed.
All right. Well, let's get in our cars. Who's got a place we can gather together and go over this stuff?
I got a place. But, once we get back to the shop, he says, I got a place that we could go. Follow me. And he gets in his giant, abomination of a truck and, goes to this, this rundown, creepy. It really looks like it ought to be coming out of like a Scooby-Doo episode. Old house, and he parks and lets everybody in. And although the outside is very creepy, you can tell where there's been some recent renovations on the inside, but only places that are going to be actively used.
Okay. So did we drive all of our own vehicles into your creepy
Probably.
house? Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, I
We
think
are
we'll stop
reconvening.
there.
Yeah.
So I can figure out what's on these thumb drives.
Okay.
And I didn't even know what story you guys were going to go with. So you went with the one that continues from Vampire, which is actually
we
kinda cool.
went with the obvious one.
Yeah.
That one links this story to the Vampire, which is kind of cool. So
Mm-hmm.
And it's really the only story that all of us.
it's the most relevant. Unless you guys wanted to play it cautious, you could have been like, I don't know if we're ready for something like that. You could go investigate the ghost on the scenic drive, or you guys had options
and
for some other little things.
I was considering that, but I mean, we all just kind of started talking about that guy, and it made sense to be like, well, let's go see,
I kind of thought it might end up this way. So
Yeah.
But if it gets too scary and we need to take a step back, which could happen.
everybody gets 5 experience.
Okay.
Big experience.
Because you guys are human, your drives have been activated, and you are sucking up everything like a sponge and learning as quickly as possible in hopes of not dying.
I learned what a baklava was besides the Greek.
What is it spelled?
Bella Clava.
Yeah.
Bella. And then is it a K or a C?
I believe it's okay. Let me bring it back up.
I don't know.
I don't know how to spell it either, okay? Okay, Sestonn typed it.
Google.
I don't know.
I'll
I'm-
fill it out.
Guessing
one second.
according to what you guys are saying. I don't know. I'll
Yeah,
Google it later.
I've got it. 1 second.
Well, here, let's just do this. Hey, Google. Pictures of Bella Clava.
There you go. That's how it's said.
Oh,
Okay.
my
What
Google
to
hurts.
see. But I'm getting like band pictures.
Hey, he got it for us. Okay. Well, anyone want to give a talk about anything before we shut this off?
What do you mean?
I mean, anything you want to discuss before I hit that stop recording button?
I mean, I got
Out of
stuff to
character
discuss.
discussion.
Yeah, I've got stuff to discuss after we're talking, but getting recorded. But I don't think there's something that will add to the story.
Alrighty then. Let's click that stop button. And thank you for watching. Catch us next time.